Welcome back to the channel USA Coins 69. While nickels might seem like everyday pocket change, this particular coin holds a surprising story and, in some cases, remarkable value that could make it a prized gem in your collection. So, buckle up and stick with me as we uncover the history, design, and hidden worth of the 1975 Jefferson nickel, and wait until the end when we reveal just how much this coin can be worth in rare conditions. Let's set the stage. The year is 1975, a time when the United States was navigating through the aftermath of the Vietnam War and grappling with economic challenges such as inflation and energy crises. The Jefferson nickel, a staple in American currency since 1938, was firmly established in circulation. Named after Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence, this coin carries more than just monetary value. It's a symbol of American history and ideals. The 1975 Jefferson nickel was minted in two key locations: Philadelphia, which produced coins without a mint mark, and Denver, marked with a D. That little D isn't just a letter, it's a key to rarity and potential value. Coins from Denver often have unique characteristics or lower mintages, making them of particular interest to collectors. On the obverse, you'll find Jefferson's portrait, designed by Felix Schlag, an artist whose design has remained largely unchanged since its introduction. Jefferson is shown in a dignified profile, facing left. The reverse features Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, an iconic symbol that connects the coin to his legacy. But what really makes the 1975 Jefferson nickel fascinating to collectors isn't just the design, it's the story of mint errors, unique variants, and exceptional preservation. Most 1975 nickels you encounter in everyday change show signs of circulation wear, scratches, dulling, and the softening of design details. However, some coins were struck with extraordinary care, kept in pristine condition, or exhibit rare minting quirks. These include double dies, where the design elements appear slightly doubled, or off-center strikes that give the coin a distinctive appearance. Collectors hunt for these errors and varieties because they transform a common coin into a unique piece of numismatic history. Additionally, proof versions, coins specially struck for collectors with mirror-like finishes, can also command high prices, especially if they have mint marks or errors. When it comes to value, the 1975 Jefferson nickel is generally affordable in circulated condition, usually worth just a few cents to a couple of dollars. But the real excitement comes when you find a rare variant, a mint error, or a coin in uncirculated, gem-quality condition. Imagine owning a 1975 Jefferson nickel that has been preserved impeccably, or better yet, one with a rare minting error. Such coins have the potential to reach astonishing prices. In fact, a standout 1975 Jefferson nickel recently sold for an incredible $89,000. $89,000 for a single nickel. It's incredible to think that a coin many of us overlook could be so valuable. This is what makes coin collecting such a thrilling hobby. Every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. So next time you find a 1975 Jefferson nickel in your change, take a moment to examine it closely. Look for that D mint mark, check the details on Jefferson's face and Monticello, and watch for anything unusual or off-center. You just might have a hidden treasure in your hands. Today, we're unlocking the story behind one of America's everyday coins that holds a secret worth discovering, the 1985 Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it might seem like just another 5-cent piece, but hidden in its copper-nickel layers is a fascinating tale of history, design, and surprising value. Stick with me through this video because by the end, you'll learn just how much a rare 1985 Jefferson nickel can be worth, and trust me, it might blow your mind. Let's rewind to 1985, a pivotal time in the United States marked by cultural shifts, technological advances, and economic developments. The Jefferson nickel, a coin that had been in circulation for nearly 5 decades by then, was a fixture in everyday transactions. Featuring Thomas Jefferson, the third president and author of the Declaration of Independence, the nickel symbolizes American ideals of liberty and innovation. The coin's design, created by Felix Schlag in 1938, remained largely consistent, featuring Jefferson's left-facing portrait on the obverse and his famous Monticello estate on the reverse. In 1985, the U.S. Mint produced these nickels primarily at 2 locations: Philadelphia, identifiable by the absence of a mint mark, and Denver, marked with a distinctive D. This small d isn't just a letter, it's a key that could unlock tremendous value for collectors. What sets the 1985 Jefferson nickel apart in the numismatic world isn't just its age, but the rarity of certain mint marks and special variations. While millions were minted, coins in pristine, uncirculated condition with a clear and strong D mint mark are rare finds today. Many of these coins have suffered wear from decades of circulation, dulling the details and diminishing their appeal, but the truly exciting aspect lies in the minting errors and unusual characteristics. Some 1985 nickels display doubling on the date or on Jefferson's portrait, an error known as double die that collectors crave. Others might have off-center strikes or missing mint marks, making them one-of-a-kind treasures in the eyes of collectors. The condition of these coins dramatically influences their value. A well-preserved 1985 Jefferson nickel with a sharp D mint mark and no circulation damage can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. When combined with a rare mint error, the value skyrockets. Now, here's the moment that makes every coin enthusiast's heart race: an exceptional 1985 Jefferson nickel with a pristine finish and rare mint mark, along with verified minting anomalies, recently sold for an astounding $80,000. $80,000 for a single nickel. It's astonishing to think something so small and seemingly ordinary could carry such immense value. This is the magic of coin collecting. Every coin is a piece of history, a work of art, and sometimes, a fortune waiting to be discovered. Today, we're taking a close look at a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, the 1973 Jefferson nickel. This humble 5-cent coin, often overlooked in everyday transactions, actually holds a hidden story and, under the right conditions, an astonishing value that can surprise even the most seasoned collectors. So, buckle up as we dive deep into the history, design, and collector appeal of the 1973 Jefferson nickel, and stick around until the end where we reveal just how much one of these coins can be worth. Let's roll back to 1973. The United States was in a period marked by social change, economic shifts, and a growing awareness of American history and heritage. The Jefferson nickel, named after Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the author of the Declaration of Independence, was well established as a key part of everyday American currency. Since its introduction in 1938, the coin has carried Jefferson's profile on the front and his beloved Monticello estate on the back, creating a strong link to American heritage. The 1973 Jefferson nickel was minted primarily in two locations: Philadelphia, which struck coins without a mint mark, and Denver, which added the iconic D mint mark. This small letter is a powerful detail because it can significantly influence a coin's rarity and value. Coins with the D mint mark, especially in exceptional condition, tend to draw the most attention from collectors. On the obverse, Felix Schlag's design features Jefferson's dignified profile, an image that has stood the test of time and symbolizes the ideals of liberty, democracy, and progress. On the reverse, Monticello stands as a reminder of Jefferson's legacy as an architect, scholar, and visionary leader. What truly makes the 1973 Jefferson nickel stand out in the collector world, however, isn't just its design or history, it's the presence of rare variations and minting errors. Some coins from this year exhibit double dies, where parts of the design appear doubled or shadowed due to a minting anomaly. Others might show slight off-center strikes or other subtle mistakes that are fascinating to numismatists and add value. Over time, most 1973 nickels you'll come across will show signs of circulation, minor scratches, wear, and a dull patina. But some have survived decades with their original luster intact, free from the wear and tear of everyday use. These pristine, uncirculated specimens are incredibly rare and highly prized in the market. So what kind of value are we talking about? While the average 1973 Jefferson nickel might only be worth its face value or a few cents in circulated condition, those rare mint mark varieties, error coins, and uncirculated examples can command significantly higher prices. And now, the exciting part: an extraordinary 1973 Jefferson nickel, boasting perfect condition, a clear Denver D mint mark, and notable minting errors, recently sold for an unbelievable $88,000. $88,000 for a 5-cent coin. It's Mind-blowing to think that a coin so small and common can hold such tremendous value. That's the magic of coin collecting. It's not just about the money, it's about uncovering stories, appreciating craftsmanship, and sometimes stumbling upon a hidden fortune. So next time you find a 1973 Jefferson nickel in your pocket or change jar, take a closer look. Inspect the mint mark, check the details, and see if there's anything unusual about it. Who knows? You could be holding a rare treasure in your hands. Today, we're zooming in on a fascinating piece of American coinage, the 1972 Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it might just seem like your everyday 5-cent piece, but behind that familiar face lies a rich story, hidden details, and a potential value that can surprise even the most seasoned numismatists. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll find out how much this particular nickel could be worth. Trust me, it's worth paying attention to. Let's take a quick trip back to 1972. America was in the midst of social changes and economic shifts, with pop culture booming and history unfolding. The Jefferson nickel, which had been in circulation since 1938, remained a staple in American wallets. This coin, featuring Thomas Jefferson, our third president and author of the Declaration of Independence, represents not only monetary value but a piece of American heritage. The design of the Jefferson nickel is iconic. The obverse features Jefferson's left-facing profile, crafted by Felix Schlag, who won a design competition back in 1938. This portrait has remained largely unchanged, symbolizing Jefferson's dignity and legacy. On the reverse side, you'll find the Monticello estate, Jefferson's Virginia home, a symbol of his architectural vision and love of learning. In 1972, these nickels were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, identifiable by the small D mint mark just to the right of Monticello. That tiny D isn't just a letter, it can be a game changer when it comes to the coin's rarity and value. Coins minted in Denver during certain years are especially prized by collectors, and 1972 is no exception. What makes the 1972 Jefferson nickel stand out in the numismatic world are several key factors. First, the condition. Most coins from this era have been circulated heavily, showing signs of wear such as scratches, fading details, and loss of luster. However, finding one in near-perfect, uncirculated condition can be quite rare. Such coins display crisp details and a brilliant shine that immediately catches a collector's eye. Then, there are the special minting errors and variations. Some 1972 nickels show double dies, a minting error where design elements, especially the date or lettering, appear doubled or shadowed. Others might have off-center strikes or missing mint marks, making them unique and highly sought after. These errors tell a fascinating story of the minting process and add a layer of excitement for collectors. Most 1972 nickels in average circulated condition might only be worth their face value or a small premium. But those with exceptional preservation, rare mint marks, or intriguing minting errors can command significantly higher prices in the collector market. Now, here's the big reveal you've been waiting for. A rare 1972 Jefferson nickel, especially one with the coveted Denver D mint mark, in flawless uncirculated condition, or featuring notable minting errors, can fetch an incredible $78,000. $78,000 for a nickel. It's astonishing to think that something so small and common can hold such extraordinary value. That's the beauty of coin collecting. There's always more than meets the eye, and sometimes a simple coin can turn into a prized treasure. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic and fascinating pieces of American coinage, the 1964 Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it might seem like an everyday 5-cent piece, but if you take a closer look, you'll discover a rich history and a value that can surprise even the most experienced collectors. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll find out just how much a rare 1964 Jefferson nickel can be worth. Let's start by setting the scene. The year 1964 was a momentous time in American history. The country was undergoing significant social changes, the civil rights movement was gaining momentum, and the economy was booming. Amidst this dynamic backdrop, the Jefferson nickel continued its role as a staple in American currency, a small but meaningful symbol of the nation's heritage. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, designed by Felix Schlag, whose portrayal of Thomas Jefferson has endured for decades. Jefferson, the third President of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence, is shown in profile on the obverse of the coin. On the reverse side, you'll find Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate, representing his legacy as an architect and visionary leader. In 1964, these nickels were minted at two key locations: Philadelphia, which produced coins without a mint mark, and Denver, identified by the distinctive D mint mark. That little letter can make all the difference when it comes to the coin's rarity and value. Coins with the Denver mint mark from this year are particularly prized by collectors. Now, what makes the 1964 Jefferson nickel so special? Beyond its historical context and design, it's the rarity and condition of certain examples that catch collectors' eyes. While millions of these coins were minted, very few have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. Most circulated coins show signs of wear, scratches, dents, and loss of detail that diminish their value, but then there are the minting errors and unique variations that make some 1964 nickels stand out. Some coins from this year exhibit double-die errors, where parts of the date or design appear doubled or shadowed due to a minting anomaly. Others may have off-center strikes, missing mint marks, or unusual surface marks. These quirks are like fingerprints, making each error coin one of a kind and highly sought after. Collectors also prize coins with exceptional strike quality and luster, those that look almost like they just came off the minting press. Such coins, especially with a clear and strong Denver D mint mark, are rare treasures in today's market. So, what kind of value are we talking about? While your average 1964 Jefferson nickel might only be worth a few cents to $1 in circulated condition, the story changes dramatically for those rare, high-grade, error-bearing coins. When combined with excellent preservation and a distinct mint mark, these nickels can command prices that seem almost unbelievable. And now, here's the exciting part: an extraordinary 1964 Jefferson nickel, in flawless uncirculated condition with a prominent Denver mint mark and notable minting errors, has recently been valued at a staggering $90,000. $90,000 for a single nickel. It's truly incredible that a coin so small and common in circulation can hold such extraordinary value. This is the magic of coin collecting, where history, rarity, and condition come together to create hidden treasures. So, next time you come across a 1964 Jefferson nickel, don't just toss it aside. Take a close look at the mint mark, check for unusual details or doubling, and assess its condition. You might just have a rare gem in your hands. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1964 Jefferson nickel, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on future coin discoveries and exciting numismatic stories. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.